This is the Phillies Postcast, your instant game reaction for the Philadelphia Phillies. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
Welcome into Locked On Phillies Postcast. My name is Mark Farzetta. Apologies. I hope you can hear me in the comment section. Please let me know if you can hear me. This microphone right now is a prop for some dumb reason. Did 4 podcasts today, 3 of them for Locked On Network, and just all of a sudden the mic decides not to work. So you're probably getting me from the computer microphone if you're getting me at all. So just let me know if you can hear me. Anyway, a little anticlimactic there after Brandon Marsh hustles around second base to, some might say, stupidly, tried to get to third base there on the 2-out single by Trea Turner in the bottom of the 9th inning. Called out, overturned to safe because Manny Machado never tagged him. Kyle Schwarber steps up to the plate and swings at a 1-2 fastball at his eyes. And unfortunately, nothing doing there for the Phillies beyond that inning. That's just one thing. That's recency bias. The main thing here is Mick Abel. Mick Abel was, it's the exact, you look at the box score and you go, oh, that's terrible. Mick Abel today, in total, an inning and 2/3, 5 runs, 5 walks, including in walking in 2 runs, 4 of the walks coming in the second inning, and 2 hits. 2 hits. Mick Abel would start the Phillies down a path of 9 walks given up in a game. 9 walks. 9 walks. Padres had 4 hits, 5 hits in the game today. And the Phillies, 12 hits. 12 hits. Normally, I'm expecting to see the Phillies win a game like that. But when your starting pitcher puts you in a 5-0 hole in the second inning, it's time to crawl out of it. And the Phillies almost did. But my big thing is we all saw that Mick Abel didn't have it. And at one point, it looked like in the dugout, Caleb Cotham and Rob Thompson figured, oh, he doesn't have it. And then they had a mound conference. And they left him in there for another walk. And Manny Machado coming into the game for a bases loaded, bases clearing, 3-run double. Cool. Thanks. Whoopity-doo. We're having fun now. But, I know some other people will be like, it doesn't matter, you're down 5-0. What are you going to do, come back? Yes, that's exactly what the Phillies ended up doing, coming back. And it's amazing how maybe if you don't have that bases clearing double by Manny Machado, maybe you have somebody come in that can, throw a strike. Maybe you're not finding yourself in that situation. Maybe you're not walking in 2 runs. Maybe you're only walking in 1 run. And maybe somebody else that can throw a strike can get 1 out and get out of that jam. Nope, nothing doing. Now, how bad was it for Mick Abel? Well, 18 pitches after, I think it was Brooks, flew out to center field or lined out to left field, actually. He threw 18 pitches after that. Excuse me. Rob Thompson allowed him to throw 18 pitches after that. 13 of them were balls. 13 of 18 pitches. And they're still like, oh, I wonder if we'll get out of it. Nope, didn't get out of it. So that's number one thing. Of all the things, let me do player of the game here.
This is the Locked On Player of the Game.
Mick Abel, for a horrible reason. Mick Abel is the player of the game for a negative reason. Player of the game, whereas he impacted the game the most, no doubt about that. If I had to give it away for a positive vibe to anybody, I'd give it to Seth Johnson, who actually went out there today for the Phillies and pitched well out of the bullpen. 2 innings, scoreless baseball, 2 strikeouts, 33 pitches. Way to go there, fella. Even Taijuan Walker, 2 2/3, 1 walk, 1 strikeout, but no runs. I'll give it to those guys for a positive reason as opposed to anybody else. Hey, Kyle Schwarber, his 26th home run of the season. It was their first run of the game. For a minute there, I felt like it was going to be the only run of the game. But the minute they took Nick Pivetta out, and credit to him, he has pitched very well this season for the San Diego Padres. Good for him. Happy to see it for him, but not against the Phillies. And the minute he was taken out of the game, literally the first thing, boom, Kyle Schwarber, nice to see you. He got the home run off Mick Abel, off Nick Pivetta. That was the only run he gave up. 7 hits, but worked his way out of those jams. And then the 7th inning, the Phillies really got something going for themselves, offensively speaking. But once they didn't come up with the big hit, that's kind of where you knew things were hitting a bit of a line. Where you could call that the turning point.
Time to reveal where the game was won or lost. It's the turning point.
All honesty, it came down to the bottom of the 9th inning, which is surprising considering the way this game started out. But really in the 7th inning, I saw Johan Rojas in the 7th inning. So the way that inning worked was JT Realmuto led off with a double to the angled wall in left center field. Not Marty's angle, but the angled wall in left center field. And JT Realmuto led off with that double. Bryson Stott grounded out. And then Realmuto was able to take third. So now I got a runner on third. And Edmundo Sosa steps up. He gets the triple into the left field corner, hustling all the way. You love to see it. And then he's standing on third base, and Johan Rojas steps to the plate. At this point, it's 6-2. Rojas swings on a hoeing slider, low and away, flails away at it. Then he swings at another slider, lower and more away, and yet Rojas flails away at it. So I guess they figured, let's just keep going to see how far this goes, because he's just going to keep on swinging. And 2 things went into this. One, Johan Rojas had such a horrible approach in the first 2 swings, they decided to throw an even worse pitch to see if they could get away with it. But so bad, in fact, that Johan Rojas figured that if this ball gets away even a little bit, then I got to try to score on this because Rojas ain't doing anything up there. Sure enough, ball gets away just enough to let Edmundo Sosa on the 3rd pitch of the at-bat that Rojas lays off on. God love him. Edmundo Sosa tries to score from third base. The play beats him. The toss beats him to the plate, but he comes up with a gorgeous slide, and now the Phillies are down 6-3 as opposed to 6-2, so they get 2 runs in that inning. But after they didn't get more in that inning, that kind of felt like it was it, unfortunately. They were able to get 1 more run there on the RBI single by Brandon Marsh. Nice to see ya. Comes into the game, immediately has an impact, jumps on the first pitch. That's able to bring home JT Realmuto after his leadoff single. Realmuto, by the way, 3 hits, so he's leading the offense. But that was the big play. Marsh goes to third on the Turner hit, and looks like he got tagged out. And I was surprised. I saw T-Mac, or heard T-Mac and Crocker on the broadcast. Oh, yeah, there he is. And I'm like, that was under him. That didn't look like Marsh's leg moved at all. And if he was tagged, you'd see his right leg move. Didn't move. Foot didn't move. Leg didn't move. And then they showed the other angles. Like, oh, he totally didn't get him. Manny Machado missed the tag. Marsh now puts runners, the Turner hit, puts runners at the corners with 2 outs. After it was overturned, Kyle Schwarber stepped up to the plate, and that's unfortunate because he ended up swinging under a fastball at the eyes. Kyle Schwarber goes down swinging, and that was that. Phillies drop game 1 of the twin bill today, the split doubleheader in South Philadelphia. When we come back, we're going to take a look a little bit more at Mick Abel's, I hate to even call it a start, the beginning of the game for him. We'll get into that. We'll get to your comments as well. This is Locked On Phillies Postcast. If you're just joining us, I don't know if you can hear me or not. I think I see people in the comments, so you guys can hear me. It just probably sounds terrible. I'm sorry. I don't know why the mic didn't click on, but it's not clicking on. So Miss Scoozy. Back after this is the Locked On Phillies Postcast and the Locked On Phillies YouTube channel. Time to tell you about Supply House at supplyhouse.com. Get the supplies you need from the site made for the skilled trades, Supply House. Whether you're in the plumbing, HVAC, and electrical work, Supply House is the reliable way to order products online. Their easy-to-use website is packed with helpful resources and the latest product info to get the job done right. Plus, with the complete inventory, over 200,000 parts, and 400 plus of the top brands, you'll find exactly what you need delivered fast from coast to coast. Need help with an order? Supply House offers expert support and industry-leading service, so you'll always talk to a real person. And the trade professionals looking for an extra edge? How about their free Trade Master program? It also offers exclusive perks like a dedicated phone line, free shipping, and discounts on every order. Thousands of skilled trade professionals already taking advantage. Now it's your turn. Join the Trademaster program today at supplyhouse.com/TM and start ordering plumbing, HVAC, and electrical supplies with just a few clicks. Plus, you can use promo code SH5 for 5% off your first order at supplyhouse.com. And how about Monarch Money? Ever wish managing your money was a little easier? I know it can be difficult from time to time. With Monarch Money, it can be easier. Whether you're growing your savings or planning a big purchase down the line, Monarch Money puts you in the driver's seat. It's like having your own personal CFO, giving you full visibility and control over your finances. Monarch Money is more than just a budgeting app. Oh, man, so much more. It's like a complete financial command center in your pocket. You can track your accounts, investments, and spending in one place. So in addition to managing your money, you start building wealth. Saving that money. I got 2 young kids, man. College. Going to be here before I know it. Saving the pennies now. And Monarch Money has helped me along the way to do it. So take control of your finances with Monarch Money. Use promo code LOCKEDONMLB. That's promo code LOCKEDONMLB at monarchmoney.com for 50% off your first order. That's monarchmoney.com. Locked On MLB for half off your first year at monarchmoney.com. Let's jump into what you'll be talking about tomorrow.
This is what you'll be talking about.
What you'll be talking about is how Mick Abel is not really much for trade value. Look, his problem in the minor leagues, as I think we all know by now, was not being able to throw strikes. He all of a sudden came up to the majors and started throwing strikes. He was striking guys out. And then all of a sudden, walks become a bit of an issue. He goes out there today, 5 walks. Walks in 2 with the bases loaded. That's always fun. Also had a 3-walk game in the beginning of June, for second week of June, excuse me. That was a 3-walk game against the Cubs. Then he settled in a little bit, but gave up the long ball. So still, location, a problem. And then the 5 walks today. Bit of a problem for the Phillies. Not great, in other words. Let's get into the chat check and see what you guys have to say about this one. Jack Dwight, what's going on? Abel is best used as a reliever. All right. Hey, anything to help the Phillies bullpen. I know today's not the day to rag on the Phillies bullpen. They allowed 1 run through 8 1/3 innings of work. 7 1/3 innings of work today, if I can do math correctly, which I probably can't right now. So that's the way I look at it. Matt Kors is a Greg. What's going on? Farzy, can you hook me up with a Rugiet? Yeah, sure. Check it out. Faxi, I think Abel is on display. Today would not help his return in the trade. Faxi, exactly. Jim, it sounds like Mendoza with Garrett. Glad to see the Phillies sitting in the dumpster like my Mets. You guys are keeping us in the running. Thanks. Well, you're welcome, I guess. Just looking to keep it interesting for later in the season. You know what I'm saying? Abel not ready for prime time, says Gary or Jerry G. Sit Stott. Stott not great either. Gorgon. Farzy, Farzy, go make more Phillies Kool-Aid or an espresso. I'll opt for the espresso. Lord knows I'll need it tonight. Farzy can't bench the bar. Farzy, I'm afraid this is going to be the Titans' rest of the year and into the playoffs, making for an NLDS exit. Yeah, I'm around there with you. I'm right there around there with you. Greg Benson, can someone tell Kevin Long, hey, K Long, to tell Stott to swing higher? He fouls off more hittable balls than anyone I've seen since Rex Hudler. That's, hold on a second. What are we looking at there? That's not a name of a human. Wow. Yeah, okay. Rex Hudler, 97, 98. That's a little bit ago. So, yeah, since is wild there. The walks killed us, says King Darius. You're absolutely right. Oh, boy. Hold on, where's he at? I just rolled over it. Faxi, we all did this. Unless you know you'll make it. A great play did not get him. No harm, no foul. Rather get a call at this part. I love aggressive playing any sport, but the unwritten rule kills you sometimes. Yes, And then this is regarding the Marsh, first to third on the single to center. Never mind, first to third. Good hustle. There you go. Thanks, everybody in the chat. You guys are great, as per usual. All right, I'll be back with you guys after Game 2. It's slated to get started tonight at 6:15 in South Philadelphia. That'll be a firework game. Technically the makeup game tonight for your Phillies. Again, 6:15 start time. So go do whatever you got to do to get ready for that one. Dylan Cease will be on the mound against Christopher Sanchez. That'll be the makeup game. Dylan Cease 3-7 on the season with a 4.53 ERA. Sanchez 6-2 with a 2.79 ERA. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Appreciate you guys. Have a great rest of your day. See you later tonight following Game 2 of the Twin Bill. See you guys then. Bye.